up, everybody? Y'all, for some reason, I'm discouraged. Man, I've been at this YouTuber stuff a long time. A long time. I've had over 1,000 uploads. And I'm like half a decade in at this point. And I still haven't reached 1,000 subscribers yet. That sucks. And you know what? Call it being jealous if you want to, but there's like so many other YouTubers on this platform. So many other successful people here on this website. So many of them. Why can't I be one of them? It's like I got a lot of competition in front of me. I don't know what the heck I can do to better myself, but you know what? That might be a good idea. No, I can't do it. It's too risky. No. Alright, look, if push comes to shove, then one of these days I'm going to have to do that. Alright, I just had an idea. One of these days I'm going to try it, and I'm going to be very nervous about this idea, so y'all just stay tuned to see what I got planned for the future. Alright? Today, we are sad to report that a roller coaster crash has happened at a local theme park. A dozen have perished on the ride, one of them being the YouTuber Given Warner. Now, Given Warner, being a vlogger as well as a theme park enthusiast, is just one of many more mysterious YouTuber deaths that have happened over the past few years. As of right now, there is at least 33 unexplained YouTuber deaths, and it's a mystery of whether or not these deaths are connected. Some of the deaths included, but not limited to, Berleezy, Billy the Fridge, Gator Martin, Airson Fatty, Flick Freaks, It's Black Friday, Bruce Dropamoff, and I'm Dante, just to name a few. Theme park security says that if they are connected, then this was no accident. We now have edited footage of the shocking circumstance.
Houston, I think we've got a problem.
Oh, yeah! My boss has asked me to make it clear that by no means was that a scene from House on Haunted Hill. Given Warner, who's already had his own personal family funeral, will also have fan-only funerals all across the nation. If you were considered as one of his best fans, then please check your email for instructions on how to attend one.
Papa, I can't believe he's dead. Ever since you showed him to me when I was little, he became my favorite YouTuber. And now he's my inspiration to start a channel.
Well, I'm gonna miss him too. It's a good thing we were invited to his fans-only funeral tomorrow. Even though he was cool, he wasn't one of my favorite YouTubers.
Well, who was?
It was the James man. I haven't watched none of his content in years. I wonder what he's up to now.
Well, let's find out. The roast of Rashad the Reactor.
Oh yeah, he was that guy that got the death penalty a few years ago. Let's check this out.
Alright.
Today, I roast Shad God, formerly known as Rashad the Reactor. Now, if Rashad was still alive today, I would keep this short for him, just like his attention span.
The mighty raccoon Heroes United coronavirus.
Help us.
Okay.
Who are they fighting? Oh, yeah, coronavirus, my bad.
Now, why is he calling himself a god anyway? G-A-W-D. We already have one blasphemous reactor here on YouTube. We don't need another. Now let me go ahead and address that short film of his. And then she knew.
He was always there for me, even when I didn't need him. That's when it hit me. And I knew I had found true love.
Oh yeah, she found true love alright. Buddy love to be exact. Except he didn't have that special blue serum of his. Now, what was he trying to accomplish with that mustache of his though? He looks like the perfect fusion of Paul Bearer and Big Daddy V. I mean, he already has Paul Bearer's high squeaky voice. And he already has the moves for the Love Machine Viscera down pat.
The world's largest love machine, Viscera.
You can say that he was Sherman Klump from the neck or lack thereof down, but he was Reggie from the neck up.
Oh, Reggie, I heard of dreadlocks, but shitlocks?
Was this guy really about to kill somebody over some cereal?
Hold on. My shit feel light. Hold on, my nigga. Oh, my God. I can't have shit in this house, my nigga. Oh, my God. What the fuck? Not my Cocoa Pebbles, my nigga. Oh, my God. Not my fucking Cocoa Pebbles, my nigga. Oh, my God. I gotta kill somebody. Nah. It ain't that serious. It ain't that deep. Nah, I'm about to kill somebody.
By definition, would that make him a serial killer? Who knows, but that might explain why he got the death penalty a few years ago.
I had to kill a nigga, man. He ate all my ice cream, my Debbie cake, my Oreos, my Krispy Kreme, all the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Frosted Flake, and he gonna have the nerve to leave me a salad in the refrigerator. He know what he done. He ate my honey buns, man. He know I like to lick the glaze off of it before I bite into the bread. I only had 2 Rice Krispies left, and it was the kind with the chocolate on the bottom. So you know I had to do it. I had to do it. I hit him with that pop-pop, you know what I mean? Swiss swap. Nah, babe, I'm just saying I ain't had no sweets left. If it was you, you would do the same thing. You see the back of my neck? Diabetes, nigga. Anybody out here got a problem with me? Say it to my face. Hey, bro, I need you to go to the store for me. Give me some oatmeal pies and zebra cake before somebody end up dead out here, man. And make sure you give me some honey buns.
Okay, that was awesome. Let's see another one.
The roast bat brat. I don't think I ever heard of her.
All right. Wow, this one was a classic about 25 or 30 years ago.
I've never done it like this before, so at first I was kind of nervous, but you know what, I'm somewhat glad it's almost over with now. Anyway, unfortunately, Adora Batbrat has died. She's passed away. And today, I roast Adora Batbrat. What can I say about Adora Batbrat that hasn't already been said about a Hot Topic or Spencer's? Now, was she really trying to be serious with those fangs of hers? Or did she miss the memo that vampires suck? I'm not sure if y'all knew this or not, but Aleister Black had her face tattooed on his back. You know what? I can't believe that she actually walked into Disneyland or Disney World, whatever it was, dressed like that. I mean, come on. Disneyland is promoted as the happiest place on earth, right? So just imagine, you're going to Disneyland for the first time. It'll take just one look at that angel of death to be like,
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking lying.
and you know what? The fact that she actually had other women there dressed like that with her made it seem like Disney was trying to cast a Sanderson Sisters 2.0, Hocus Pocus, the next generation or something like that. Y'all should have kept those chicks locked up in the Tower of Terror or something.
Was that really her headstone?
If it was, that was very rude of him.
What's that? The roast of Makayla Blakesley.
Wait, my friend's aunt was Makayla. She got cremated about 2 months ago.
Well, it looks like it was uploaded 2 months ago.
Oh crap.
Today, I roast Makayla Blakesley. May she rest in peace. Nobody told me that Amanda Bynes had a daughter. Oh well, she was unintentionally trying to give people seizures with that intro of hers. I guess people with epilepsy would just have to take it, right? But why did it look like she was trying to morph into a Power Ranger though? Maybe it's because, despite being a gymnast herself, she still failed to land the role of Kimberly Hart. Now, I'm not gonna lie, she really was a good gymnast. Maybe not the best. But still, she was a good enough gymnast to win all of those medals. But you know who else had medals but still sucked? Kurt Angle. Am I the only one who notices how she had those red and blue bandanas in the background? Was she a Crip? Was she a Blood? Or was she both? Who knows?
And I'm outside with it. Oh shit.
Oh, boy, you dead ass?
Huh? Nah, chill.
Yo, sorry,
Yo, chill, nah. Nah, it's not even like that, no funny shit. Yo, mind your beeswax, boy. Yo, chill! Wait till that, chill!
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold a thought a moment. Oh no, Makayla. I roasted you to an ash.
Was that her friggin' ashes?
It couldn't have been. This guy's bluffing.
Okay, I hate the James man.
Well, let's just look at one more. It's getting late.
Alright. The roast of Vladimir Koloff.
Oh, heck no. He was one of my favorite wrestlers. That does it. I hate the James man.
Against my better judgment, let's watch it.
I just found out an hour ago that Vladimir Koloff has died. So today, I am roasting Vladimir Koloff.
Vile, arrogant, obnoxious people who need to be put in their place. And that is where I come in.
What they really need is more cola!
Now, Vladimir Koloff, he was an anti-American Russian wrestler. Wow, that's original. Now, an anti-American Russian wrestler named Vladimir Koloff? That's even more original. Now, not once do I remember this guy ever speaking Russian, yet somehow or another, he expected us all to believe that he was a legitimate Russian threat, almost as dangerous as the likes of Joseph Stalin. That's who he thinks he is in his own mind, but in reality, we all know that he's just Boris Badenov from Rocky and Bullwinkle. And you also know that in his free time when he wasn't wrestling, he was looking at Natasha Vatel's Rule 43 pictures on Google. It's a good thing that once upon a time, Vladimir Koloff wrestled for RPW, because Vladimir Koloff certainly was a revolting pro wrestler. Now, when he was alive, Vladimir would always go around telling how everybody and everything needs more Koloff. Well, you know what Koloff needs? A Megazord. This guy had so many different colors of gear and masks. It's like he was trying to make Power Rangers Tommy Force or something. And I don't know who the heck told him it was a good idea to wear frickin' spandex. Nobody wanted to see the great Russian wedgie.
Okay, I'm not feeling so well. It's getting late. I'm about to go to sleep.
All right. Well, good night.
Good night.
Oh, you're gonna need these.
I haven't seen one of these blankets in a while.
It's almost time to go.
All right. Where is everybody?
I don't know. I'm gonna go look around.
The funeral's about to begin, sir.
Okay, sir. This is pretty good stuff, Bob.
What's wrong?
He's here.
Who's here?
Boy! To my understanding, you were one of Given Warner's biggest fans. Is that true?
Yes, he'll be missed for sure.
Yeah, he'll be missed all right. Look, we need to broadcast this here funeral, this memorial service. He's already buried. But how about you record it?
Yes, sir.
Come closer, boy. Make sure you see both me and the picture good. You can see us both good, right? That's fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Today, we are here to pay respect to Given Warner. Given, I hate to break it to you, but jumping in that snow did not make you any cooler. This guy looked like the perfect fusion between Drake Bell and Andrew Garfield. And Given Warner was the kind of person to have these weird fetishes. He was the kind of person that would get turned on by architecture, of all things.
The architecture of that building turns me on.
He also brags about how wet some roller coasters make him.
So far we've done the Hulk roller coaster, the Spider-Man ride, Doctor Doom's Fearfall, and we just got off Jurassic Park. As you saw, I got completely drenched on it. That water, the splash felt so good because it's so warm and I was really sweating, and I was like the only one on the boat that even got wet.
And not to mention, to this day, there's that one unexplained edit he done about his mother.
Oh my god, look at my mom. She's so hot. I want to eat her pussy.
Damn!
I'm glad he got a video shot of that mountain. It wasn't really a waterfall. That mountain was actually just sick, and it was puking because it had to look at his ugly face. I saw all those videos on his channel talking about how he skipped school. The only thing he skipped was a meal. He used to look like an anorexic Jerry Briscoe or something. Was he trying to reboot Ferris Bueller's Day Off? How dare he look like Matthew Broderick in New York? He deserved to get stomped on by Godzilla for that crap.
He calls himself a crackhead. Butts have cracks. He's a butthead.
Oh my god, Given.
Maybe Given really was a crackhead. This guy was crazy.
Sick freak! No!
This guy had so many voices in his head. One of them was probably roses are red, violets are blue, I'm a schizophrenic, and so am I. And there used to be this one time where he can make an entire movie by himself. He used to have a broken wrist, and thanks to that broken wrist, he already had a full cast.
It smells like weed over here.
He was probably smelling how much of a party pooper he really was. But just take a look at this and tell me if you see what's wrong with it.
Oh, it's Reagan's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Raven. Ready and happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Reagan. Happy birthday to you.
Did you not see it? Take a closer look.
Oh, it's Reagan's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Raven. Ready and happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Reagan. Happy birthday to you.
Why wasn't he singing happy birthday to his own friend? It was on his channel to his friend, and it's presenting his personality, but why wasn't he singing? All of his other friends were singing. It just doesn't make any sense to me. If Given Warner was the life of the party, then you know what? I'm glad he's dead.
Enough!
Were you packing this whole time?
He's dead.
Let's just go home.
Papa, come in here quick.
What is it?
I just got a notification that James man uploaded a Given Warner diss track.
How is that possible? I just shot him last week. He was dead.
Okay, we need to look into this.
Tell me, what was he trying to prove with all of the stupid tattoos while he was making his YouTube moves? Who's ignoring my YouTube groove? Given used to be a funny man, also a big roller coaster fan, but I knew I had to take a stand, so I came up with the master plan. With all those tickets and all that cash, it made me say sucker attached, that it made his roller coaster crash, and thanks to the ground his brain got bashed. Yes, I confess, I killed Given, not just him, but I made a killing with all these folks while they were chilling. You can't blame me, I'm not the villain, now I'm the best, there's no one left. That's how of mine ever since their death. I'll scream it at you till you go deaf. If I'm not your favorite, you're on that. Why'd you like Given? He was such a punk. Just look at me and you'll see I'm a hunk. Skipping school, but he never flunked. His whole channel reeked like a skunk. Warner, he was a crackhead. Warner, I made his deathbed. Warner, I made his bloodshed. Warner, I roasted him dead. Warner, he was a crackhead. Warner, I made his deathbed. Warner, I made his bloodshed. Warner, I roasted him dead. Shot in a god, Adora in a bat. Makayla looked down to being a brat. You don't need to go off, you know that. Given was a cool and that was a fact. I've killed so many just to be a top. Who you gonna call? The content cop? He said to me in the grave he hopped. Some of my shots with an axe I chop. You don't know now but the years to come. Or it was on me to someone dumb. I have my revenge and I have some fun. Even if I die, my plans are done. Even if they kill me, they won't return. They'll stay in the graves or in my urn. I wasn't given bad, now he's burned. So after the day, what did we learn? Warner, he was a crackhead. Warner, I made his deathbed. Warner, I made his bloodshed. Warner, I roasted him dead. Warner, he was a crackhead. Warner, I made his deathbed. Warner, I made his bloodshed. Warner, I roasted him dead.
I'm not feeling so good.
Me neither, but I'm gonna go get something to eat.
Boy! if I'm blurry, I apologize about that. But yeah, so the film is over, and I hope all of you have had as much fun watching it as I have had filming it and editing it. So yeah, first up, let me go and thank Tyler Blair and Shane McCarty for participating in this project with me. For those that don't know, Tyler has a YouTube channel of his own called Tylercules, and I'm gonna put his link in the description below. Tyler, he's been on my channel a few times before, and the last time he was on the channel was Halloween last year, when he played the Doctor or the Mad Scientist to my Social Repos Franklin roast, where I was playing the monster for Frankenstein. But yeah, you get it. And Shane's been on the channel once before already, and that was Halloween last year as well for the Self-Standing Show Halloween Special 2019. He was the one playing Jason Voorhees, and he was also the one that was playing the referee for the person that he was also the one playing the referee when Freakazoid got pinned by Plank. So, yeah. Now, the thing is, though, I met Shane in 2019 when I started working for a local trinket shop. But one thing I found out about Shane, though, was that he was an awesome clothing designer. I'm going to be trying to put some pictures up here on the screen so you can admire some of his work. But one thing he did do for me was he did work on my ring vest. This right here in my hand is the ring vest that I usually wear to the ring when I go to have my matches. Alright? Right here on this side, SSP, Self-Standing Programming. Alright? Right over here, got a cross, so it can go right there over my heart. And right there on the back, it says Booyah, for my catchphrase. Now, I hope nobody got legitimately mad at some of the stuff I said in this video, but one of my goals for this thing was to set this in the future of its own universe. I wanted to play an antagonist so evil that I wanted you, the viewers, to hate the character of the James Man. That's what one of my goals was. Alright. But let me go ahead and address... But when I was filming this, though, like, not only was that making this feel a whole lot different from everything else I've done, but there was something else, too, that was making this different, and I'll get to that in a minute. But let me go ahead and address some of the people that I have roasted in this thing. Alright, first off, let me go and talk about Vladimir Koloff. Now, I can't say for sure why exactly I was able to meet Vladimir Koloff for personal reasons, but all I can say is I'm glad I have found out about him, and now Vladimir Koloff is on my list of people I want to face in the ring one day. So Vladimir, if you're out there watching, this boy from Makayla definitely wants to give you a good smack-a-lacky. You feel me? Alright, now Rashad the Reactor. Rashad is easily in my top 5 list of favorite YouTube reactors. I discovered him around the same time I discovered the rest of the Reactorverse, thanks to I'm Dante and Tyrone Magnus. And when I found out about Rashad the Reactor, I immediately fell in love with his awesome sense of humor and how entertaining he was. Now, earlier this year, though, I was given the incredible opportunity to be able to play an online version of Cards Against Humanity thanks to the Humanoid Freak. And this provided the opportunity to play with Humanoid Freak and some of his friends. And some of his friends that I was able to play with was Adik the One and Rashad the Reactor. Alright? And if Rashad's out there watching, he could testify to this himself. The first day I found out that I was able to play with him, I was marking out big time. I was acting like such a fanboy. And the Rashad the Reactor that I was used to seeing on YouTube was definitely the same Rashad I was listening to while playing that game. So, yeah. If y'all haven't subscribed to Rashad the Reactor yet, y'all better do so. Alright, now, one of the things that felt different about this film was how I've been so used to every time I go to film these epic roast movies, I would be in some kind of crazy costume or some kind of crazy face paint. Yet, with this being based off the Phantasm film, I didn't have much to work with. Heck, I couldn't even work with much, period. There wasn't nothing there. All I had to do was just act like my own version of the tall man. Basically, just act like an old man, basically. But there was an entire scene in this where I was basically roasting as myself. For sense. As far as looks goes, I was basically just myself. And that was when I roasted Adora Batbrat. Now, the reason I did that was because Adora Batbrat, she's a lot older than me. I think last time I checked, she was in her 40s. She might be pushing 50 at this point. I'm not sure. But she's still a pretty awesome YouTuber. I can't even lie. And she even has this band, this music group that she's in called Asperger's Syndrome. She makes some pretty good music in my opinion. I can't even lie about it. But you see, the thing is, I kind of made it like a personal goal of mine that if I'm ever going to do these roast movies around Halloween time, then without a doubt, I definitely need to roast at least one gothic YouTuber.
James self-standard, what happens when you meet Adora Batbrat? I saw a picture of nothing else. I've met her a bunch of times, like meeting me many times now. She's got so much energy. She's very nice, lovely, friendly person. One of the not the first time I met her, but maybe the second or third time I met her, she just came up and like grabbed my boobs. Just right away. She's like, I have to. Swedish people. No, mostly, I think the last time I saw her she wasn't drinking or anything, but I was, so I was just like, oh no, now you're the sober one, I'm the drunk person, we'll be talking. But no, she's lovely. She's fucking ageless.
And so, here comes Adora Batbrat, which seemed to fit. Not quite sure who I'm going to roast as a gothic YouTuber next year, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Now, Makayla Blakesley. So, I'm part of a lot of different Facebook groups for various YouTubers. And I had a little thought creep in my mind. Why don't I try to roast a YouTuber that was closer to my subscriber count? So I went into one of these groups and I asked for people to send me their channel links for a special surprise coming their way. Alright. And the surprise was this film. Alright, so when I made that post, over 100 different people sent me their links. And I looked at as many of them as I could. It was definitely a majority. It was definitely pushing 80 or 90, somewhere around there. Yes, I subscribed to some of them. Some of them were pretty interesting, but through a careful process of elimination, the list got smaller and smaller, and then boom, right there was Makayla Blakesley, who at that particular moment, she provided the most for me to talk about. And Makayla, she's kind of a gymnast herself, if some of you haven't figured that out by now. But Makayla, if you're out there watching, I can kind of do it too. So, now that brings us to the main event, Given Warner. Now, one of these Facebook groups I was telling you about earlier, it was in 2018 when I was just getting my Tuber Talk series started, where I was going to be interviewing different YouTubers. So, I said I was looking for YouTubers to interview, and two of the people that was on that list that talked to me, one was, I think her name was Athena P. I did get to interview her. But another person on the list was Given Warner. Now, was me not being able to interview him yet 2 years later the reason why I decided to roast him? Maybe. But yeah, at the time he said there was like some kind of school play he had to handle. But yeah, we just never got around to it. But still though, based on how much I've been looking at Given Warner's channel, this dude intrigued me. Alright, and now it's definitely on my YouTube bucket list to somehow, some way, somewhere, to ride a roller coaster with Given Warner. Me and him, we need to collab one day, hopefully. In person, mind you. I've only been to like one theme park in my entire life, and I don't even get to go to that one very often. But there's one other thing about Given Warner that impresses me, though. And it's kind of like an inspiration to me. I hope he doesn't get offended with me talking about this, but without trying to put too much of the personal business into it, the dude, he has his own struggles with mental issues just like I do. For anybody that knows me, they know that I struggle with Asperger's sometimes. They know I struggle with anxiety and depression a lot. And I don't even take medication for it. I don't. And I'm definitely on the autism spectrum for anybody that hasn't figured it out by now. So, I see Given Warner. I see how much of a good personality he has. I see how social he is on his channel. I see how well he fits in to his own clique. And I look at him as a message, and that message is telling me to just not give up, telling me to just keep moving forward. Don't look at my brain as a weakness. And Given Warner, thank you for giving me that inspiration. Okay? Thank you. So, yeah. We're about to go ahead and wrap this on up now. I think this has gone on about long enough. Y'all make sure to go check the links in the description to go subscribe to all these YouTubers that I have mentioned already. And yeah, until next time, happy Halloween, and remember to be outrageously optimistic year-round. Booyah, I'm out.